All right, Lamar. Let's talk about this play. Just execution wise, what are you looking at pre-snap?
Pre-snap off the back. Okay, pre-snap when I walk up, I look from the safety to the linebacker to the DN, and just off the fact that the DN, I already know the DN is gonna predict either he's gonna give or a pull read, and so the reason why I'm looking at the outside linebacker and the safety is because these guys are quote unquote always gonna be number two unless I see a corner crash, and that automatically makes him number two. And triple option offense, number two, that's my pitch guy, so he's key and important. So I'm always reading safety, outside linebacker to DN, just off a pre-snap.
Okay. And really, I know that you might be doing this in the NFL a little bit, but really, I want to hear about your technique and your eyeballs. Okay, how your eyes are going to progress because football's football. Okay. So who are you keying right now?
Once I see, because we're taught once we see shoulders, automatic pull, regardless of who it is. So once I see shoulders, my eyes immediately go to the outside linebacker, which we call the alley player, because anybody could appear in the alley for number two. So it immediately goes to him. If he goes, well, in this case, this was a design quarterback run.
Right.
But for triple option case, I'm reading him. So if he goes to automatically to number two, then I know it's me all the way. I have to beat the safety because we call it safety a free hitter. That's why I said I present safety. And so then I know I have the safety, but if he comes to me, I know I have the pitch for the outside.
Okay, what's the good thing for you right now? You've already read the safety. So you've lined up. You're one-on-one with this guy right now. So how are you going to set this guy up?
Something, I wouldn't say just playing Pop Warner football, learning from my dad. He always told me to square up the defender. You know what I'm saying? Just if you can square him up and not hesitate him just that long of a second, you can beat him with a move.
And let's watch you do that. So is that where you give him the shoulder in and the legs out?
Yes, sir. Just like a little hesitation move, just because I knew off the simple fact if I would have still kind of been running towards the sideline, he could easily just make an angle and take me out.
But he squares up right there.
Yeah, and that's all I needed, just that little body movement by him.
How often do you give this guy the business right here? You're not going to be a quarterback. Like, when would you just stroke that guy?
Right here, what was going through my mind, I'm always checking back, especially around this area. I call this kind of like the red area, just what my dad taught me. And so I seen him, but I felt him, so I knew like maybe if he would have been like a yard behind, I could have split him and would have tried to, break and run for the pylon, but I knew like the distance he was, so I was just like kind of saving. And then another thing, our head coach the week before was like, you need to start saving yourself because you're a quarterback. You're basically a running back, but you also need to save yourself.
Okay.
And so I just try to get what I can and get out of bounds.
All right. So we're going to just play a little make-believe here. You're this guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of coverage are you thinking you have right now?
Right now, just judging off it, I see too high, so I'm either thinking, or just basing off his alignment, I'm either thinking it's going to be man or I think it's cover four, or somewhere where he's dropping.
Okay. So go ahead and draw this formation up for me. Go ahead and draw this formation and defense up. We're gonna
defense?
Yeah, the offense and defense.
Oh, okay, yes, sir. You said draw the defense as well?
Yeah. Okay. So, and again, we're just going to play make believe. I don't know what play you have called. I'm assuming it's a run because you're just in that personnel. Okay, so you're this guy. You have, a vertical call, a 9 route or whatever. How are you going to stem this guy if it's quarters, if it's cover 4? Like, how are you going to work this guy on your release?
Oh, just off coverage, and I see his eyes are on me, so I'm definitely gonna run. I'm attacking first, try and break his cushion, and when I get close to breaking his cushion, I'm gonna kind of give a little inward step, a little stick. I mean, we call it stick jab.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him a little stick jab, boom, to try and get him to just turn or anything else to try and get his shoulders turned, because that's like on my main goal. What Steve Allen was talking, get his shoulders turned just a little bit, and then restack them and try and stay around the middle of the numbers to the top of the numbers, knowing that, giving my room, for the quarterback to throw me outside.
Okay. Now, what happens if he bails hard and you see this guy come? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting something quick. So I'm off the back, first 5 yards, I'm going to have my head turned. And if I don't see the quarterback's eyes on me or don't see the ball fast, I'm still trying to dig, and just basically trying to win my vertical.
Okay. All right. So what happens if you see a slight rotation? This guy start coming over the top, and this guy come down. Let me clear some of this ink off here. What are you expecting? All of a sudden, this guy starts to creep. This guy starts to come down. How are you going to change again a vertical release off that?
Well, I know off of that, just back to the quarterback days, cover 2 shell. So in my mind, I'm going to work. If I'm the receiver, I'm going to try and work outside, knowing that that's the hole, that he's going to hit me in the hole shot. And then right when I pass him, get my head around fast, because I want him to throw it to me, so I have time to see the safety as well.
Yeah. So if he's in here, point to where you think that hole is going to be.
If this is a corner.
Yeah, if this is the corner.
The hole is literally going to be probably a yard right behind him to wherever the safety runs.
So you're going to work your release right at the beginning of the hole to somewhere over here,
yes, sir.
Somewhere in there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. And again, some of these, I